See love in all things. Hello everyone, this is Chrism, and I would like to invite you to another conversation about your Kundalini process. One of the other interesting aspects to the Kundalini is the level of creativity that the Divine Mother can bring into expressive use in an individual. And by expressive use, I mean areas such as music, writing, especially poetry. And the reason why I say especially poetry is, for some reason, the only way we can accurately, or at least even begin to approach the divine with the spoken word is literally through poetry. An example of that would be the Rig Veda. The Rig Veda is one of the oldest written documents, and it basically was written by Kundalini active people or awakened people for other Kundalini awakened people to understand. And it's written almost entirely in poetry. Now, of course, modern day scholars in India and the United States and Europe don't understand this because they're not Kundalini awakened, and so they try to go in and try to read this divine language. The language of poetry is a divine language, and they try to read that, and they try to make their assessments based upon not speaking that language. And I'm sure they make some very interesting commentary about the Rig Veda. What I have read of the Rig Veda is just extremely beautiful. It is all about Kundalini. Okay. And this goes into your own personal expression of the Kundalini. You'll have this desire, this urge to write poetry, to write lyrics to music, to sing, to create music, to write stories, to write articles, to paint, to use any number of mediums for artistic expression. That's what you will do. We have a motorcycle here. Let's wait for a second here. It's my neighbor across the street. It's a Harley thing. If he were Kundalini active, I'm sure he would express himself through his Harley Davidson somehow, artistically. But yes, the Kundalini will cause you to be extremely creative. And it's not just something that what you used to feel as an easy feeling. Oh, well, I guess I'll write a poem today. Kundalini will say, no, you are going to write a poem today, and this is what it's going to be. And you won't so much sit down to just write the poem. The poem will flow out of you. The music will flow out of you. Most of my music that I've written for the one CD that I have out is all from the Shakti. That's why it's so powerful when you listen to it. That's why I put that explanation of the safeties as the last track, because people listening to that can really begin their path on the Kundalini. But these creative compulsions will come, and they cannot be denied, and you don't want them to be denied. It's a gift of the divine. It is beauty incarnate, just waiting to be released from your fingers, from your eyes, from your lips, from your voice, from the creative divine within you. Honor that creative divine and write that poetry, paint those paintings, take those photographs, sing that song, write that music, write that play, do those things and honor the divine within you. Thank you for listening.
See